you're reading that right. I was shot. So recently, it was one of my friend's birthday parties. She wanted to go paintballing with a group of friends and some of her family. The only problem is, none of my friends have been paintballing. Now, if you don't understand why I'm getting a little bit more worked up, then it's probably because you might have never been paintballing as well, or you're immune to pain. Now, I have been paintballing before, and I can tell you, it hurts. The first time and last time I actually went, I bled for the sport. Now, you can say all you want. Oh, Draco, you're such a baby. Oh, it doesn't hurt that bad. Yes, it does. So, I can honestly tell you, I was pretty hesitant. When she brought it up that she wanted us to go, I was really debating. Until one by one, my friends were agreeing to go. Until finally, it was my turn to respond. Should I go? I know I'm scared. Why did it have to be paintball? I'm hungry. This sucks! Then, one by one, all my friends managed to peer pressure me until I had no choice but to say yes. Hooray. Now, my friends knew I was a coward, and they kept on threatening me, making it even worse that they couldn't wait to shoot me. They were really kicking a man when he was down. The day of, my stomach was killing me. Whenever I get nervous, I normally have stomach issues, and going paintballing truly did not help my nerves at all. So when it was time, me and my friends, we carpooled over to her house, and I was dying in that car. Luckily, whenever we got to her house, I was able to calm down enough to where my stomach wasn't hurting as bad, and we just kind of chilled until the mayhem started. After some time at her house, it was time to drive over to the paintball arena. At this point, I didn't care about getting shot anymore. I just wanted my stomach to settle and calm down. As soon as we got to the place, I got out of that car and I was dying from heat alone. For context, I knew I was gonna get hit, so I made sure I layered up with a long sleeve shirt, basketball shorts, and pants over them, and to tie the whole entire fit together, I wore a hoodie over my long sleeve. I can tell you for certain, I was dying from the heat alone. We got our gear and headed to a little area where the people running the place told us about the rules and how to play safe. Basically, if you get too close to someone, you can yell at them to surrender and they can agree and they're out. However, they don't have to surrender and y'all can just shoot it out, but it's gonna hurt. This will be important for later. Then, of course, the obvious rules: don't blind fire, no physical roughness, make sure that you put the paintball gun on safety when you're off the field, and after the rules, we went to go fill up our paintball guns, and then I just sat there in agony, just thinking, I don't want to get shot, man, this sucks. What are we gonna eat after this? I'm hungry. While contemplating life, that is where my friends came up. Now, you think at a time like this, friends would be trying to support you, help you through, see that you're nervous and try to calm you down. No, what ended up happening was this.
Hey, no worries. I mean, I'll just shoot you in the left nipple. And he can shoot you in the right nipple to make it even, you know? And he's got the best job. He can shoot you a little lower.
Now, I know that we trash talk each other all the time, but I thought friends were supposed to comfort each other, not threaten shooting off their nipples. Finally, everyone was ready and we chose a paper out of a hat for our teams. If you had a 1 on it, then you were on team 1 and vice versa with the paper that had 2 on it. I managed to get on team 2 with one of my other friends, while the other team had 3 of my friends. Now, normally, I'd be upset at the circumstances, but the friend that was on my team was super athletic and he didn't care if he got hit. This was the best circumstance for me, and I was not bummed out about it. Especially because my friend who was on my team, he had threatened me the most, and he was on my side. So, in about total, there were around 16 of us because of my friend's family there. So we essentially had 2 teams of 8. And afterwards, we just walked over to the field, got on our separate sides. The referee explained that our first game was a team deathmatch. If you got shot, you're out. Then the whistle came to start the game. I I stayed back in that little fort, monitoring where the enemy went and shooting from the top while my teammates were moving up. Now, I can admit, I stayed behind because I didn't want to get shot. But I was shooting back at people, calling them out. Many bullets flew at me, but none of them hit their mark, and the match was over. My team was victorious, and I did not get shot. Huge win for me. We played 2 more games where nothing really interesting happened other than bullets flying by my head, quite literally going through my hair. I felt the wind. I was clean throughout the first 3 rounds, and I felt great. And then the 4th game started. We were brought to their biggest field where it was a whole entire forest of trees. It covered the whole area. It was impossible to see anybody. All you could hear were just shots coming from across the giant walls of trees. Me and my team were held up in a little fort, and I refused to leave the safety of those walls. However, our opponents did not seem to care or have that problem. All of a sudden, 3 enemies were on the other side of the wall from me, including my friend's dad. Now, this fort was not built too well, so there were holes you were able to see through, so they really didn't catch me off guard. I saw them immediately. My first thought, as soon as I saw them through the wall, was to call out for them to surrender. We were close. I didn't think it'd be best for us to shoot each other that close. Surrender! Now, I would hope any reasonable human being would say sure and just give up because we're 5 feet away from each other. Those things hurt. I would hope you wouldn't want to get shot. However, my friend's dad's response to that was, "Never!" This exchange went on for about 3 times where I would yell at him to surrender and he refused, yelling back at me, "Never." So he rushed me from 3 feet away nonetheless, and we both shot each other. I got him in the stomach, he got me straight on my finger. I was bleeding pretty fast. 3 feet away, paintball gun, ow. What made it worse was after all of the layers I put on myself, the one spot I was not covering, my hands, was where I got shot. There was nothing too serious, but man, did it sting for a while. We both took each other out and we finally went to go wait outside of the arena till the match was over. And as more people came, I was showing off my battle scar. After that match, we had a quick break and my friend's family decided that they had enough and they were leaving. This left me and my other 4 friends to continue playing. I thought we were just gonna team up and do a team deathmatch with uneven teammates. However, the people that ran the event had another idea. They decided we should be put in the smallest field that they had and for us to use the rest of the ammo we had and have a free-for-all fight. This was the most horrible idea that we decided to do. As we were getting ready for the next match, I was recalling how happy I was. I only got shot once. That feeling soon disappeared. Sure, I bled, but to be put in a small course where there were not a lot of hiding spots, you had to move. It was a guarantee to be shot. The rules of this match were very simple. We all started in corners of the map and then we all had to fight each other. If you got shot, you had to leave the arena and move to another one of the entrances and wait for the referee to tell you to go back in. I got shot so many times in that one match. Bullets were flying everywhere. I got shot all on my stomach. I got revenge by shooting my friend on their butt. And I got shot in the leg. I shot my other friend in the back. Everyone got hit so many times. And finally, we finished the match. As expected, there were no winners, only losers with bruises everywhere. Honestly, I had a really great time. Yes, I did complain a lot, and sure, maybe I did cry and pee myself in the corner, but I'm glad my friends peer pressured me into going, even though I bled for the sport. Anyways, bye!